What's up, y'all? Crisco here. How about them Saints? Saints defeated the Chiefs. I think it was by 2 points. 28-26, I think. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to have me a little Gatorade. Hot outside. What's up, SMU? I was doing me a little outside work. I had a branch that fell on the goat pen. They're fine. Let's see. Let me go to the back camera. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day today. It's hot. It's hot again. It's been really hot for a long time now. Got me some Crisco shorts today. All right. Without further ado, let's welcome in LSU Guru. What's up, Guru?
What's up?
How you doing?
That game was amazing.
Yeah. What about that crazy at the end throwing that screen pass? Saints intercepted it and then coming through with the last second field goal. But
Bizarre. I don't know why the Chiefs didn't just run it and burn off 40 seconds off the clock. And the Saints would have only had like 20 seconds left to get into field goal range, but they picked it off, and then the rookie kicker hit the game-winning field goal. So, but my main takeaways, the starters looked really good. Carr looked amazing in that first drive. Even the backups played well. Jameis played well. But when the game got rough was when the third and fourth stringers came in, and they let the Chiefs come back and score like 24 unanswered. But Jake Haener, the rookie, led that touchdown drive. That was one of the worst 2-point conversions I've ever seen, but they did get the interception and took the game-winning field goal. So, good start to the season.
Yeah, definitely. Anybody else that caught your eye, offense or defense?
I mean,
Oh, you know who caught my eye?
who?
What's the name of that wide receiver that caught the
Oh,
touchdown
yes,
from James?
A.T. Perry. A.T. Perry led the team in receiving. He's a rookie. I think he's going to be a steal from Wake Forest.
Yeah.
And I mean, Kendre Miller from TCU. He actually has a knee sprain or something. They're evaluating that, so hopefully that's nothing major. Brzee made a play. The first round rookie, he made a play. And I'm just highlighting some of the rookies. And I mean, Peyton Turner is a guy that really needs to step up, and he made some plays today. So that's how you need that. Those are the type of guys you need to be watching in the preseason.
I still would like to see the Saints go after Leonard Fournette for a year.
Yeah,
At least give him a
Fournette.
try.
I would. If Miller's injury is serious, then that'll leave us with just Jamal Williams for the first 3 games. So if Kendre has a serious injury, they definitely need to go after someone like Fournette or Hunt, because they brought in Hunt. I thought they were going to sign him, but they didn't. So
yeah, him and Anthony Barr, the linebacker.
Anthony Barr as well.
That would have been because Kareem Hunt actually got in a little bit of trouble, in the beginning. He was with the Chiefs,
Yeah, he yeah.
and he had gotten some trouble. Then, but he's a pretty good player. I wouldn't mind having him. I think he would do
Yeah,
well.
but yeah, Fournette, that would uh, Hunt might be a better option than Fournette, but Fournette would be um, that would make me happy if we brought Fournette back home.
Yeah,
Um,
you'd have your favorite all-time LSU Tiger playing for your favorite pro
yeah,
football team.
really, because when I really started watching football was 2015, and Fournette just had a Heisman type season, and um, that was just amazing, and that's really Fournette really made me fall in love with football. So
Yeah,
um,
I hear you. I hear you on that. We were talking about that last night. Who's our favorite LSU Tiger? And I know you had said Fournette was. I'm a big Fournette fan. If mine would probably be out of Fournette and Joe Burrow.
yeah, I mean Joe Burrow's. I mean, yeah, I mean Joe Burrow is up there as well. I mean, um, for sure. I mean, I like I said, the first football game I saw a slight glimpse of was in 2012. So that was the year after Tyron, because Tyron got kicked off the team in 2012. So I never really got to see Tyron in an LSU uniform. Um, I mean, I didn't get to. I saw a little bit of Beckham in 2013, a little bit. Beckham and Landry were great. I mean, Tre'Davious White, Jamal Adams. I love those two. Um, um, I mean, guys like Darius Guy, even Darius Guy said that he wants the Saints to sign him.
Oh,
Darius Guy said on Twitter that he wants the Saints to sign him, which would be interesting. Darius Guy, he also got into trouble and stuff, but he was a good running back.
oh yeah, he sure was.
I mean, so I mean that wouldn't be a bad signing either. But I don't know if Darius Guice is ever going to get another shot in the NFL. I have no idea what's going on there, but uh,
Kind
um,
of cool. Kind of cool to see Clyde Edwards-Helaire in there too today.
yeah, I mean, he's flashed some in his career, but the Chiefs might decide to move on from him after this year. And I mean, Clyde was a great player too. I mean, he really won that Alabama game for us
Oh yeah,
in the second half. Um, he went off. I mean, carried us to that victory in the second half when we were up by 20 at halftime in that game, but then Alabama came back um, and then Clyde really stepped up big. So
yeah, yeah. He sure did. He sure did. Moving those legs, moving the chains. He just kept pushing forward. He was very determined in that game to beat
uh,
Alabama.
I'm assuming I'm assuming you got to see Kevin Falk uh, play, right?
Yes, I did. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, Fournette's the best running back that's ever come to LSU. But I mean, I've seen some people make the argument for Falk, but I've not seen. Obviously, I wasn't alive when Falk played. I haven't even seen that much of his highlights. But um, I mean, in my opinion, Fournette's clearly the best back LSU's ever had. Um, so
Yeah, he was amazing. Falk was amazing too. Falk was. If you thought Falk was good at LSU, you should have seen him in high school.
yeah,
He he played for Karen Crow. And I remember watching. I remember watching the news when Kevin Falk announced that he was coming to LSU. And actually, I still have it, but it wore off. I met Kevin Falk at the Cajun Dome. That was the year. That was the year that Kevin Falk was drafted. I believe the same year as Ricky Williams. And so I said, "Man, I hope the Saints draft you." And I said, "Can you sign my hat?" So I got him to sign a Saints hat with a pen
yeah,
back in the day. Kevin Falk. But yeah, I just think Fournette's style, the way he would run over people,
yeah.
um,
I mean,
and, was just fun to watch. He just Just straight up
Oh,
sit them
I
down.
got another question. Another question. If you could add any former LSU Tiger to this current team, what player would you add? In my opinion, I would add someone from DBU, for sure. Um,
Oh, someone that's with another team right now, that's on another roster, or
but
someone that's
no. If you could add any former LSU Tiger that's in either in the NFL right now or that's any former LSU Tiger that's not on this LSU team, who would you add? You know, like
oh
you could add Tyron Matthew, you could add Patrick Peterson. Uh, I mean, you could even add Fournette if you wanted to. In my opinion, I'd add one of those DBs for sure because LSU has some question marks in the secondary.
maybe Patrick
Um,
Peterson.
yeah, Patrick Peterson. I mean, maybe Tyron Matthew, Jamal Adams. I mean, one of those guys from DBU for sure. Because that's really the only question mark on our team, Chris, goes the secondary. Other than that, our team is it really doesn't have any question marks.
Yeah, yeah. Don,
Um,
Don wants to come to stream. Yeah, I'm gonna post the link again. Don, definitely. Anybody that
yeah,
wants to come
that
up.
was just an interesting question I saw. If you could add any former
Yeah,
LSU Tiger.
that's a good question.
Um, Another LSU landed 5-star wide receiver Decorian Moore yesterday. He's the number 5 player. He's the number 2 receiver, the number 5 player in the 2025 class. Um, huge statement from Brian Kelly. Huge.
Yeah,
Um, going into going into Texas, going into Duncanville, and getting that player. And if LSU can start a Duncanville pipeline, watch out, watch
yeah,
out. I that because that's all. I mean, we got Durham a few days ago, and now we've got uh, Moore, the five
hmm
star. So I'm telling you, Crisco. Do you know Bryce Underwood? Do you know who Bryce Underwood is?
not. No, I don't. Tell me about him.
Bryce Underwood is the number 1 player in the 2025 class.
Or the
He's a quarter.
quarterback you were telling me
He's a
about.
Yes, he's a quarterback, and it would be if LSU's in a battle with him with Michigan. He's from Michigan. LSU's battling it out from him. From if LSU can somehow, some way find out a way, some way find out a way to land Underwood, that would be the highest rated quarterback LSU's ever signed. It wouldn't even be close.
Wow.
Um, and if we can land Underwood, you know Harlem
hmm
Berry's from Louisiana. Um, LSU has a 99% chance to land him. He'll commit anytime soon. So if we can land Berry, Underwood, there's another running back. This could be one of the best classes LSU's ever signed. It really just comes down to whether if we could somehow, some way find out a way to land Underwood. Um, but yeah, I think if we can land Underwood, um, we'd immediately be set up to win a national championship for sure if we can land Underwood. Um, you agree?
Oh yeah, I think like I said last night, I think Brian Kelly's building something that's going to be great for years to come.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still disappointed they didn't land Simmons, but you never know. Simmons, they're not going to stop recruiting Simmons, even though he's committed to Texas. They're still going to try every way they can to get Simmons, um, even though he's committed to Texas. So
Yeah, yeah. Any other preseason games coming up tonight that you know of?
I'm not really gonna watch any preseason other than the
Okay.
Saints this year. I
What
mean, I
about
want
I watched some of the people. I watched Richardson, the guy we were kind of talking about from
saw he threw
Florida
an
for the Colts.
interception. He threw an Anthony Richardson. I mean, I, he wasn't good in college. Anthony Richardson simply just wasn't good in college. Um, so I don't know if he's gonna. He's a project, and they're gonna have to give him time to develop. Um,
Yeah, yeah. You got him, and I I watched a little bit of. I watched a little bit, just a little bit of the Buccaneers and the Steelers.
How'd
I
that
like.
go?
Yeah, I like how you can go on YouTube and watch the highlights of the games.
Yeah,
Pretty cool. I like to watch that. But I was overall with the Saints, especially at the beginning. I was very impressed with Carr. He just looks like a great quarterback. I mean, it's just his first preseason game, but it was against the pretty good Chiefs defense, and Kamara ran hard today too.
yeah. I mean, even though he's suspended for the first 3 games, he can still play in the preseason. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
And then we got what was his name? He played for LSU. He did a couple of kickoffs. Yeah, he did a couple of kick returns. I think he caught a couple of passes, at least one or so. So he did well. He's still a long shot. They're gonna have some players. Hey, what about Jimmy Graham? Jimmy Graham caught a pass. You think he
yeah.
makes the team?
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. It's up in the air. If Graham makes the team. I don't have any insight on whether how he's doing in practice. I mean, I thought he's done pretty well in practice, but I mean, he had a catch today. I don't know if he's going to make the team or not.
If I'm the Saints, I gotta make a decision on him. So I think we need to see him run with the first team.
I can barely hear you.
I, I think um, I think the Saints need to let him run with the first team offense next week
Yeah,
against San Diego.
yeah,
Because you got to make a decision on Jimmy Graham if you're gonna keep him around or if he looks like he's in pretty good shape. Like he can still play though.
yeah,
You know, he still looks like the same old Jimmy Graham. But as far as making big plays in big games, I'm not sure until we see a little bit more of him run with the first team. But
yeah.
Jawan Johnson is
Yeah, Jawan Johnson's going to be an absolute. The Saints. He is probably the. I mean, he's an absolute weapon. He's a red zone weapon. He's a third down weapon. Jawan Johnson, we've got a good one in Jawan Johnson.
yeah. What's
Um,
up, Don? Don's in here. How you doing?
I'm good.
What?
I was a little nervous for the game today.
Yeah, you got to watch the game.
No, I was at the gym.
Oh, okay. You were at the gym. Well, it was a pretty good game. The first team offense looked really good. Their Carr looks
yeah,
really
and
good.
like I said, the backups also look. The second string looked good, but the third and fourth string struggled a little bit and let the Chiefs get back into the game. But I mean, like I said, the starters and the second string looked good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We end up. The game looked like it was over, and the Chiefs, the little quarterback for the Chiefs, tried to throw a screen pass, and
Yeah, that was just a bad play call. I don't know what they were thinking.
no. Can you imagine how awesome a win that would have been if this would be a regular season game? I mean,
Yeah,
actually counted.
there. I mean, yeah, I really don't think. I mean, yeah, that would have been yeah, unbelievable. It was already crazy. But um,
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll only play 3 preseason games, so next week we play the Chargers,
and then we play
and
the Texans at home. We play the Chargers, and we play the Chargers in LA, and then we play um,
the Texans.
Texans.
Yeah, and they ain't gonna show much in the third preseason game. So next week we'll see.
Oh,
Next week will be huge.
have we talked much about Jake Hainer and how he played? I mean, we talked a little about how he led that touchdown drive, but Jake Hainer, I mean, he did throw that interception, but he got more comfortable as the game went on.
Yeah, I see some potential there. You know,
I
I
like
see
what
And
some
they
potential
had
there.
Drew Brees they had Drew Brees talking in the booth for a little bit.
Yeah,
Um,
that was cool.
so
I like what I saw from Stetson yesterday.
yeah, Stetson, yeah, Stetson played pretty well. Yes. I don't really think I think he'll be a good backup in the NFL, but I don't really see him ever being a starter. But I mean, who knows?
Hey, I want to ask y'all. Have y'all seen the new Johnny Manziel documentary?
No, and I really don't plan on watching. I mean, I've heard it's pretty good, but I don't plan on watching it.
No, I just want to see what it's all about.
Yeah, he was. You remember? Y'all remember watching Johnny Manziel in college?
Yeah,
I did. I know LSU beat him in 2012 and 2013. We blew it. Uh,
Yeah.
hold, hold on.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. Honestly,
Oh, you gonna watch it? I don't catch I don't catch the Netflix, so I've tried to find it on YouTube, but I can't find it. The full thing. But it basically one of the things just that he talks about. He didn't even when he was with the Browns. He didn't watch zero game footage. So I don't know. It was I guess it would be something to see or not. I had a tree that fell today on the goat pen, man.
I
A
have a tree that
branch.
fell on my. I have a tree that fell on my driveway last night.
Oh, did you cut it up with a chainsaw?
No, we don't. No, we had to call somebody. I didn't have a chainsaw.
Okay. Y'all kept the wood or what?
No, the whole wood. No, we didn't keep the wood.
Oh, okay. I keep the wood because I burn wood. Um, just a lot of pecan branches, and I like to burn wood when the weather gets cooler. We got another week of 100-degree weather coming up, so
What we had today.
yeah. But other than that, there ain't too much going on, man. I had a pork steak for lunch. LSU Guru left. Let me see. I think he's trying to come back in. All right.
Okay, yeah,
All right. LSU Guru's back.
I'm sorry, my phone died. I had to
It's all right.
but like I was, I didn't get to see much of Manziel in college. I mean, I saw maybe a little bit, but I mean, I know that LSU was 2-0 against Manziel.
Yeah. Manziel was a Manziel was just an improviser in college. I guess he was just kind of one of those fun to watch players, you know. And he didn't he'll even admitted that he didn't commit himself as an NFL player. Maybe if he would have studied the playbook, maybe if he would have wanted to grow up and use what his God given skills, he would have been a decent quarterback in the pros. But he just blew his opportunity. That's all.
Not go to parties.
Yep, might go to parties and be focus on being a good pro. He would have probably been a he could
Yeah,
have he could have been better than he was for sure. Okay, we got Sesley's channel. Sesley, if you want to come up and say hello, the link is there. We talking a little football.
yeah, Crisco. I mean, yeah, like I said, I have to start back school tomorrow. So I mean,
Yeah,
I'm glad you did this last. I mean, like I said, I'm homeschooled, so I don't. I mean, I can. It's not like I'm going to be gone for 7 hours and just completely off the internet. I still get some time on the internet during the school hours. But yeah, I'm glad you did this stream right before I have to go start back school.
well, good. Glad y'all able to join. Like I said, after the game, I just came outside and got the chainsaw and started cutting this wood up and did a pretty good job. It didn't hurt anybody or hurt the fence. It just fell just in the right place, and then I said, well, grab me a couple popsicles. I must have ate about 3 or 4 popsicles, and then
Mm.
I said I'm gonna come try a StreamYard. Got me a Gatorade. It got me a water because it's so hot outside. And then tonight, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my weekend
Yeah,
and
but Chris, Yeah, we have exactly 3 weeks, and literally 3 weeks from this second, we're going to be an hour and a half away from the LSU Florida State kickoff.
All right.
I will be nervous. I'll tell you that everyone's going to be nervous before that game. LSU
Yeah.
fans, Florida State fans. Um, that's just such a big game. I mean, so
Yep, that's gonna dictate. That's gonna dictate the start of the season, and you can start off 1-0. Be a lot better than 0-1.
yeah, and LSU actually in 2020 we lost to Mississippi State to open the season, so we were 0-1. We lost to UCLA in 2021, so we were 0-1, and we lost to Florida State last year. So we've started 0-1 3 years in a row. We need to change that. Um,
Yes, good point. Good point. You're right. We of course, I thought we were gonna. I thought we were gonna destroy UCLA. I figured we would whip them, but
Yeah, losing to a Pac-12 team is unacceptable at LSU. I mean, that was the end. That was the beginning of the end for Orgeron. I mean,
yep, it sure was.
like I said, I'm definitely either going to go to the UCLA game or the Oklahoma game next year in 2024. I've said that. Um,
I don't know which game I don't know which game I'm gonna go to this year or which
this
games.
year, if I go to an LSU game, I'll try to get to the A&M game at the very end of the season. But I'm not really interested in any of the other games besides that one. You know, or I might go to the Tulane Ole Miss game. I might go to that game.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. All right. Well, I gotta cut it a little short, y'all. I gotta go do some more stuff. I'll be
What's
live
up,
again.
dude?
I'll be
All
live
right.
again tonight.
All right.
Y'all have a great day and go Tigers. All right.
You too. Go Tigers.
All right. Later, y'all.
Yep.
Later.